If you run a service business on your own, the creative work isn't what drains you. It is the coordination layer, the repetitive tasks that happen on the same schedule every week, pulling data, routing requests, formatting reports. For a solo operator, those hours are brutal. OpenAI just released a tool to solve this exact problem. You can now build a custom ChatGPT workspace agent that automatically pulls your data, writes your weekly report, and delivers it directly into your team's channel without you touching a single button. To set this up, you only need 3 things: a ChatGPT workspace account, a Slack account, and 10 minutes of setup time. Moving this coordination work off your plate allows you to step back from executing routine tasks. By shifting your focus toward designing and managing systems, you can handle a higher volume of work without the need for a larger team. But before we build, we need to pick the right task. If you try to automate complex, unpredictable work, the system will break. Your task needs to fit exactly into what we call the invisible workforce framework. This 4-point checklist matrix filters our tasks. First, the work repeats on a reliable schedule. Second, the output is evaluated quickly. Third, the workflow follows clear, sequential steps. Finally, it crosses at least 2 different software tools previously needing manual coordination. A perfect example that hits all 4 of these criteria is the weekly Friday wrap-up report. It happens every week, requires data from multiple platforms, and is easy to review. Applying these 4 rules strictly is crucial. It keeps you out of the vacuum trap, that common scenario where a small team builds an automation but quickly abandons it because it doesn't fit naturally into their actual daily workflow. Step 1 is to open your ChatGPT interface and navigate directly to the agent section to begin a new build. Next, describe what you want the agent to handle using plain English. For our weekly report, we type pull support themes from Google Drive, summarize the key issues, and prep a final status message. The builder takes that simple text description and automatically generates the agent's operational profile, writing out the specific step-by-step execution instructions for you. This logic tree visualization shows exactly how that works in the background. As the builder analyzes your plain text paragraph, it branches out to automatically identify and suggest the specific third-party tool connections required to complete the task. Because the system generates the logic for you, there is no coding required. This lets any non-technical solo operator construct automated workflows previously only possible for developers. Now, we authorize the agent to securely access external applications like Google Drive and Slack. The interface prompts you to log in and grant specific permissions for each tool. If building this for a client, this is usually the exact moment they get nervous. Business owners are naturally cautious about AI autonomously interacting with their live operational data. This dashboard mockup shows how OpenAI addresses that problem with built-in administrative governance controls. Whoever manages the workspace can configure these toggles to dictate exactly who can build agents and what data they can access. Specifically, you can enable a human-in-the-loop setting. This toggle forces the agent to pause its workflow and require manual human approval before executing sensitive actions. These strict governance features allow you to offer a managed, auditable system. You can prove exactly how client data is protected before ever asking for access to their operational tools. With the tools securely connected, step 3 is setting the cadence. You use the Builder interface to define the exact recurring schedule for the agent to run. Before anything goes live, the Builder provides a preview function. This lets you evaluate how the agent formats its output, ensuring the data looks exactly the way you want it. Take a look at this flow diagram. When you hit Publish, you explicitly route the agent's output destination. Notice how the final data packet completely bypasses separate web tabs and funnels, directly inside a specific team chat application, like Slack. Automations often fail because they require a separate login or another tab to check. Dropping the output directly into channels where your team already communicates ensures the data is seen and used immediately. An automated system only survives long-term if it perfectly mimics how a human employee naturally delivers the work. Now, picture your week. When the clock strikes 8 a.m. on Friday morning, the wrap-up report instantly populates the Slack channel. It pulls the inquiries, checks the records, and drafts the brief automatically, without any human intervention. This chart highlights the impact. A consultant managing 5 clients previously spent 5 hours every Friday pulling and formatting this data. Now, that workload is reduced to a 20-minute review of the agent's work. That specific time savings is a highly valuable deliverable. You can take this exact agent build and package it as a done-for-you setup service to offer local business owners, like small marketing agencies. The structure is a dual-income pricing model. You charge an upfront setup fee to build the core logic, and then you hold an ongoing monthly optimization retainer to ensure the agent continues running smoothly. Mastering the invisible workforce framework shifts your role entirely. You stop executing the routine work yourself, and you become the designer and overseer of the system.